Get ready for the total eclipse over Syracuse, New York on April 8th, 2024. Syracuse is one of the major New York cities to experience the total eclipse. That is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experience the totality over New York. Why do I say that? Because the next total eclipse to pass over the entire United States is going to be in 2045, and it's going to come nowhere in New York. I'm going to show you the pathway of the total eclipse. Oh, that's Rochester. The total eclipse here that will pass over New York State. Now, Syracuse is kind of near the edge compared to the center line, which is blue. The yellow line is the total eclipse path. Syracuse will have a 1 minute and 28 second total eclipse experience. And although that's really great, if you travel north to Watertown, you'll get over 3 minutes. Even though Syracuse is really beautiful, consider if the weather is good, head for Watertown, you'll get an additional 2 minutes of total eclipse time. You'd think, oh, 1.5 minutes is long enough? Oh, trust me, you've never seen a total eclipse before. Now, the total eclipse, or the solar eclipse, in Syracuse begins at 2:08 p.m. in the afternoon. And then at 3:22 and 56 seconds, the totality will occur over Syracuse. Then, a very short time later, the totality will end at 3:24 and 24 seconds. And finally, the moon will pass completely off the sun at 4:34 in the afternoon. Let me show you the pathway in my book, The New York Eclipse Guide, where the total eclipse path passes over New York. As you can see, upstate New York gets a pretty good hit here, and Syracuse is a little bit farther south. Rochester would be a good point, or Watertown would be a good point. So even though Syracuse is a nice point, you can get a lot more time under the total eclipse. And this is literally how a total eclipse happens. The moon blocks the sunlight 93 million miles away and creates a very dark shadow. And then people outside the total eclipse path will only see the partial eclipse that is not nearly as exciting as a total solar eclipse. Now, you need to buy solar eclipse glasses way in advance. Do not buy them on April 7th, running around thinking, oh, I'm going to find these in a store. They're going to be sold out. Be prepared. Check out the links below to the solar eclipse glasses I have in my description here, because in 2017 people bought some cheapies from Amazon and they damaged their eyes. You want certified eclipse glasses to make sure you don't damage your eyes. Also, welding goggles aren't going to cut it. Mylar film isn't going to cut it. Black and white film, nothing else. You don't want it. It's like, oh, welding goggles are dark. They're not nearly dark enough for the sun. Get certified solar eclipse glasses. Trust me on this one. As the solar eclipse begins and you put these bad boys on, super sexy, you'll be able to see the moon taking a bite of the sun. And then when the diamond flash happens, the moon completely blocks the sun. You'll be able to take these off and enjoy the total eclipse experience. You'll see the corona of the sun. You'll see the stars in the sky. It'll be spectacular. I can't emphasize this enough. And then as soon as the moon shifts and the diamond sparkle happens, you need to put your solar eclipse glasses back on to enjoy the rest of the eclipse as the moon passes completely away from the sun. I can't emphasize this enough. You want to skip school, take the day off work, whatever you're going to do, trust me, get some glasses. And then if you feel like it, you want to learn a little bit about the solar eclipse, get my New York Total Eclipse Guide in ebook or paperback, and you'll have everything you need to have a wonderful solar eclipse in Syracuse, New York.